So dude, that as far as the songs, um, and you are faithful, um, very easy song. You just kind of pick a beat and just kind of stick with that one. Um, that's a pretty simple song that Peen does a lot. But dude, as far as learning like the different beats and stuff, um, again, what something I did, you were saying you were practicing with your iPod, but also go on YouTube and whatever these songs are that Kathleen's playing, everybody and their mom gets on YouTube and does drum covers to these things. So just go on YouTube and type in whatever song you want to learn like drum stuff for, and that's exactly what I do. Is I just type in like "You Are Faithful" drum cover, and there will be somebody, promise you, on there that has done a drum cover of that song, and basically all it is just a video of them playing drums along with that song. And so that's helped me out tremendously of just watching these guys, whoever they may be, play these songs so I can figure out. I'm not just trying to listen to the songs and pick up what they're doing by hearing it, but I can actually just go and watch it. So definitely do that. Um, but as far as fill-in stuff, that is probably one thing that is like what plateaued me for a while, is just trying to figure out some stuff to do. And really all it comes down to is you got to have that consistent time. You just got to have the time in your head, because if that's the case, then at the end of the day there's really nothing orchestrated that you have to do as far as fill-in stuff. Really, as long as you can do whatever you want to, and you can be completely offbeat with your roll, whatever, but as long as you're coming back and you're hitting that one consistently every time, that is all that matters. So, but as far as some fill stuff that I can show you, that's just simple stuff that can just like help you, whatever. Um, it's just I'll just show you. I'll just play and show you some stuff as I'm starting. That's all that is, and you, like I said, you just got to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You just got to have the counting in your head as far as how many hits to put in on it. Yeah, so in a straight 4 count, there's four there's 4 hits and there's 4 beats in between every count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I only wanted to do rolls or fills or whatever on the 8 at the very end of every count, I know that what I just did is I can hit whatever I want to hit, but I have 4 hits. Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, and then I'm back on the 1. And then if you want to start on the 7, you have 8 hits, and it just goes from there. So I'll do like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then start from 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty much, you know. Trying to think of some good stuff. One thing. Let's see. I'm trying to think of something good to show you. But basically, as far as just regular fills, that's gonna help you. As long as you can have the count, you can pretty much put anything in that phrasing as long as you're back on the 1 every time. But with straight 4 counts, basically what helps is just start the roll with your right hand, and you're gonna end and you're gonna hit the 1 with your right hand. You get what I'm saying? So you just 5, 6, 7. It starts with the right, ends with the right, and that's just how that works. But as far as, I mean, you can do anything really. I mean, I can do some stuff. When I'm building up and going into something big, you just build it up, and then you just give the snare. I mean, you just keep that kick right. Or what I do as far as like fast fills is going to be the most difficult thing for you. Is just that's just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I mean, it's very simple, very basic, but it also will just help. It just gives you something to kind of, so when you're actually going. That's another one I learned from Kevin. So it's basically just like 2 hits, but the first 2 hits are kind of like rush. I mean, it just really is whatever. Or you can also throw the kick in between stuff. One of my favorite ones is that kind of like the Coldplay beat I was showing you, except it's just a snare or a tom or whatever, and then 2 things in between, or you can just stay on the thing. So if you're about to go into a chorus and you want to really give it that big whatever, like for Happy Day or something like that, going in there, this is like something I would do. So he's alive. And I mean, you can hit anything with it. I mean, there's endless whatever. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to hit on. Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully, what I'm giving you gives you some ideas. It's really, man, it's just all that it comes down to is kind of like what you're saying about listening to the G Slam recorded stuff. Is that's basically all it is. I mean, I can do technical stuff, but at the same time, I don't want to do technical stuff at the expense of risking screwing up, because the time is the time. And if somebody playing a guitar, bass, whatever messes up a note or something like they screw up, that's one thing. But you're the loudest thing on stage, and you're the tempo keeper. You are like the carpet under it that holds everything up. So, you know what I mean? If something sitting on the carpet falls over, at the same time, at least the foundation's still there. But if you rip the carpet out from everything falls. You know what I mean? So at the expense of taking everybody out and messing everybody up, that's what happens when the tempo is screwed up. Or if I ever mess up a fill or whatever, always make sure, no matter what you do, that you come back on that one and you just keep that time, because that keeps everything flowing. But dude, that's pretty much all it is, really, man. So hopefully I gave you some ideas. Try not to make it too long of a thing, so that you wouldn't be watching this thing for 8 hours or whatever. But man, I hope I gave you some stuff. And I mean, I'll just jam out for a second and just do some simple stuff so that you can maybe hear something you like or pick up something, whatever. So thing is you can take simple, just basic with a 4 count, and just take and just place them in weird places and make it sound completely sick. So what I just did, instead of, you don't have to go from snare to tom. You can go from tom to snare, or I mean, that's just whatever, you know what I mean? It sounds like so sick, you know what I mean? I hear guys all the time do some crazy fill stuff. It's just weird, but really, it's just all about, you don't have to do everything, you know, snare then tom or whatever. You can play stuff and hit it wherever you make it. So you just sit down and just fill it out, and really, and I mean, and that's all it comes down to, is just having that consistent time in your head. As long as you're keeping that, whatever. A practice thing you can do to practice. One thing Kevin Miller showed me is, either you can just get a time that you want, get a whatever that you want, and just keep it with your foot. And so it makes you practice on not only your fills and just making whatever and figuring out some cool sounds or whatever, but also it gets you used to doing those fills with the time that you have going over here on your leg. And if you want to make it a little more difficult, just alternate with your kick foot and your hi-hat foot. So so it's getting you to practice keeping time and keeping that consistent and doing your fills and everything that you're wanting to do, just regular random stuff within that. You know what I'm saying? So it keeps that time. So yeah, man, that is pretty much it. So bro, I hope this stuff helped you out, man. And holler at me, dude, for sure if you need anything else. If you ever want to know anything, dude, if you ever like caught on something or whatever, dude, I can make these videos and stuff so simply. So I mean, dude, holler at me anytime if you're stuck on something, if you heard something and you're wondering what a song, whatever, dude, just text me and say, hey, dude, what about this song? You know what I mean, dude, I'd be glad to make a video, dude. I love this stuff. It's awesome. So, dude, just hit me up. I hope this helped you out, man. And I will talk to you soon, brother.